little scared, to be honest, but that's what we do out here. 25 today. I just woke up. I'm headed to the coffee shop to start my morning of being a quarter of a century-year-old. We have so much to catch up on, so we need to go. We need to go. I don't need to go. It's okay if you do. Hey to you. Happy birthday, dear Gabby. Happy birthday.
You have a nice cat hair in it.
Cheers, man.
Sorry, y'all. Milo helped.
It'll taste even better. So I'm officially 25, which is wild. Technically, scientifically speaking, allegedly, my frontal lobe is fully developed, which that never stops. It's always developing. But that's weird to think about. Much like other people, like in my head, I'm still a kid. I am a kid. My soul is like young. It's wise, but it's young. 25. I told myself ever since my skydiving video last year, I'd make a new video every year on my birthday. This one isn't on my actual birthday. My birthday was a few weeks ago. And I told myself that every single birthday I would do something kind of big, like a big risk that might scare me that I've always wanted to do. So last year was skydiving to face my fear of heights. This year was moving to New York City to face... It wasn't a fear. Like, I was running towards it, not away from something, but something I just wanted to do. That was a big leap. Ooh, and what 24 brought for me. 24 was a test, let me tell you. I think last year I asked for patience a lot. I prayed for patience a lot, and it was delivered. It was delivered, but let me tell you, it was not delivered with a cherry on top. It was delivered through blood, sweat, tears, tests. Because when you pray, God will answer your prayers. God, the universe, whoever you refer to, those things will be answered. So you need to be very specific. I think that's one thing I learned this year is when you pray or when you wish for something, you need to be so specific on what that prayer is, because if it's broad, if it's vague, that in and of itself will become a test. God is smart, but God likes to test you. And how do you make something specific? What I like to do, I like to clear my mind, okay, take a minute, vibe to some music, meditate, just be still, take time, get that phone away. You know how I feel about this you know how I feel about these. Watch that one video. Take a second to really be with yourself. From there, you gotta close your eyes and focus on something you feel pulled towards, something you, in your heart of hearts, deep down you desire. And sit with it for a second. It's gonna be uncomfortable because I don't know about you, for me it's very hard to envision the future. Future tense me established, me being a leader, some big team, some big cause towards something, leading some common goal of individuals, leading a community. That's hard for me to envision. So what I like to do is envision myself in the now or that future, this stay with me here, in terms of sensations, emotions, feelings. And when I say you need to be exact with what you desire, you need to go from what you hear, what you feel, what you smell, touch, taste, texture. What time of day is it? What do your nails look like? What do your hands look like? How is your hair done? Who's around you? What are the color of the walls? As soon as you wake up, what's the color of your bedspread? How does it feel? Is it cotton? Is it a cool linen? Is it smooth and silky? Those blankets, are they heavy or are they light? Do you even have a top blanket? When you wake up, do you do that ugly stretch, or do you just kind of take a second and open your eyes slowly. When you open your eyes, someone next to you? Is it just you? Is it just you in a huge California king, or is it you on a full-size bed in a cabin with the light leaking in and you can smell like a wood-burning stove? Or are you in a beach house and everything's dark from these nice, heavy curtains you have lining the windows that reveal a view of the beach? Curtains have just one crack with a godsend beam of light peeking through that hits just the right angle on your eye and it wakes you up. So you wake up with the sunrise. And when you get up, you plant your feet on the ground. Is it a cold tile? Do you just feel like a rush of cold? Or is it a soft, cushiony rug maybe that you have? Okay, so your feet are on the ground. What are you wearing? Are you wearing like a cute little matching set? Are you wearing a baggy tee and just some shorts? Are you just rocking with that? How's your hair? When you get up, are you going pee first? Are you gonna go make some coffee? Are you gonna stretch a little? Do you have a pet you gotta go feed? You see how specific you need to get? Like, I'm talking like I have sat and spent hours on like 10 minutes of like this single moment just magnified. I microscope the shit out of this is what I do, and I really believe that's what you have to do. You need to make it so you need to make it so real in your head and be so intentional with every single detail, because eventually, I don't know the neuroscience behind this, but your brain's not going to be able to tell that vision, I call these visions, from the reality that you're in right now, and those things start to blur together. And that's how you get there. That's how I got here. That's how I made this move. The friendships, relationships, etc. that I have, that's how I've traveled to the places I have. That's how I've gotten lucky in certain instances. It's not me, it's that, right? But yeah, I think what I'm trying to say is, and I'm not trying to give you motivation. I think there's enough of that out there, and I don't think motivation's like a sustainable thing. That's a train that leaves often but isn't. It's not a long ride. It's pretty short, you know? It's fast acting, but I think possibility and hope is something that stays with you. I think it's still, and I think it's steady. Make no mistake, it's very powerful, but sometimes I just feel like hope and focus are extremely underrated. So yeah. Oh, and another thing. When you dream big. Dream as big as you can and then multiply that by 10. Multiply that by 10 because life is too short. You gotta be serious. God is always listening. And he listens very, very carefully. So be careful what you ask for. 25. What else did I learn? It's such a weird time. Being 25, it really is such a weird time. You have friends who are getting married, friends who are having kids, who are figuring out their career, friends who don't even have to work, and they're loaded. Like, it's a cool time. And I think with that, especially as a woman, it's so easy to fall into comparison. But I think if you can gain the skill of becoming an observer such that you no longer compare and feel a lack, but rather you can observe and take notes and remain curious, I think you can go a lot farther. So everyone's in a different path. Become an observer and never stop trying. Never stop trying. Never stop failing. Yes, you should try to win, but also, I said this the other day. I got this from some like book or something. It's like, successful people have failed more times than any average person has even tried. So their failures, they could have 72 failures out of 73, but that 73rd one, that one is the one they're remembered for. People forget about the 72 losses. So it's okay to fail, and I think it should be celebrated to fail as long as you try your best, right? And prepare as much as you can. Yeah, we really need to celebrate failure more. I need to fail more. I'm working on it. There are some things out here that I'm putting myself out there for, and knowing that I'm so uncomfortable, and these are things that I'm not naturally skilled in, but I always walk away feeling better than I did the day before, 1% better. Never stop evolving, never stop growing, never stop failing. What else? 25, you start to realize, like, oh shit, like this life thing, like I'm really out here, but also you're young. 25 is so young. It's a very blessed spot to be in. Every year you get, every minute, every day you get is a blessing, seriously. Yeah, 25. Some lessons you have to learn twice for them to really sink in. I think I learned that with my job. I worked in the hospital, left the hospital, went back to the hospital, and then hated it even more than the first time. So I just called in sick to work. I ain't sick. If you don't learn a lesson, God's gonna put you in that cycle, and you'll have to learn it twice. Big thing I learned is that there are seasons for certain things. So, like last year, I did the whole bodybuilding thing. I was dieting. I was on a very strict, regimented, like 2.5 to 3 hour workout routine, 6 days a week, with a diet that ranged to X amount of calories, and it's very like regimented. And at the time, that was what I was pulled towards. That's what I felt I had to do. And now I'm in a different season where I just moved to a brand new city, and this city happens to have some of the best restaurants in the world. And I get the blessing of walking to Central Park during work and grabbing like a hot pretzel or something, just because, like, living in the moment in that way. And so it has been kind of difficult having to let go of, oh, I no longer need to count the amount of calories in my food or meal prep everything or get X amount of protein. If I skip a meal one day, or if I eat double one day, like, that's okay. I need to like listen to myself. Listen to myself. Listen to yourself. That's very hard to do. This is such a noisy world. You need to learn to listen to yourself. And that can look like a lot of things. That can be like hunger, for example, or food. And it can be gut feelings, especially as women. You listen to that. And you can train yourself to do so, but you just need to practice being still. What else? Investing in yourself, like investing in skincare. I recently got back into like a skincare routine because for a very long time I just stopped caring. Like, I feel like, okay, there's a heat wave in New York right now, and the air's like really freaking polluted, so like bear with me, but it's looking a lot better than it has been. If you look good, you're gonna feel good. Even like the clothes that I wear, like. And then I think investing in travel too, that's such a big thing, because everywhere you go, you're gonna take a new lesson, a new skill, a new unforgettable memory with you. I think those are priceless. Friendships evolve, some of the friendships you had from high school or college, they're gonna look different. They could be closer, more distant, like it's you gotta ride the wave, it ebbs and flows. I think learning to let go was a big one, and I talked about that in the skydiving one, that was my wish for my 24th year. And I think I did a very I failed. I did, but I made it out. And so now I sit in front of you at 25 saying, I learned lessons about letting go. And I'm actively doing that now, and I think it's serving me in a way that I know God is telling me that it's meant for me. The things I'm practicing, the things I'm really pushing for and working on now, they're meant for me, but I need to trust. And letting go is not an external like jab, like force, strain. It's a taking in, it's a digesting, it's a understanding. It's an absorption, it's an understanding. Is letting go and trust. But once you do that and you wait and you sit with that discomfort until you reach that threshold of like, I cannot do this anymore, and you wait just a little longer, that right there, that is when your prayers are answered. Yeah, this was a yapping video. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. I'm excited about my life right now, and I hope you are too. Seriously, genuinely, I hope you are. And I think what helps me get really excited, I get excited about anything. If you know me in real life, I'm super bubbly. What helps me is gratitude lists and just listing things I'm looking forward to and just making plans and romanticizing things is so much fun. So keep doing that. And yeah, let me know what you're excited about for this week or this month. It's still summer. We're in like the thick of summer. I mean, it's hot outside. So yeah, let's make the most of this summer. And again, I really want to put emphasis on possibility over motivation. Possibility, hope, and focus over motivation. Possibility, hope, focus, letting go, understanding. I feel like motivation is like you're swimming against the waves, right? But that understanding, that letting go is like you're riding the wave. Listening to that pull, you're riding the wave. So yeah, do that. And happy birthday to me. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.